G'day guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Kishan. Given that this week is Mental Health Awareness Week in New Zealand, which runs from the 21st of September to the 27th of September, it seems appropriate for me to make a video discussing mental health. Just like physical health, mental health is important at every stage in your life, no matter whether you're a child, a teenager, or an adult. In today's video, I'll cover what mental health actually is and identify various mental health issues. I'll also talk about why we need to raise awareness around mental health, and then go on to explain how we can raise this awareness. So most people have a rough idea of what mental health is, and they recognize the importance of it. But to actually define it, mental health is a person's condition with regards to their psychological and emotional well-being. What this means is it affects the way we think, the way we feel, and the way we act. It also affects the way we handle stress or how we relate to others, or even make the choices that we're going to make. In fact, it's more appropriate to say mental health exists on a continuum. This means that different people lie at different points on this continuum. It also means that an individual can move up or down in this continuum depending on the different circumstances or events that have taken place. Various websites have different ways of showing the mental health continuum. The one that I found to be quite useful and relevant was actually in the health section of the New Zealand Defence Force website. I'll leave a link to the website down below, but it basically talks about 6 different themes which help you determine where you lie on the health continuum. So as you can see from the Defence Force website, the mental health continuum ranges from healthy to ill and is determined based on the 6 different factors, being mood, attitude, sleep, physical health, activity, and habits. So these 6 factors are helpful in understanding where you lie on the mental health continuum. And remember, this is not the only continuum you can use. There are other resources and websites you can use to understand where you lie on the spectrum. But make sure you are constantly monitoring this, as you can understand that this can move depending on the different factors and circumstances in your life. So now that we understand what mental health is, I want to point out the various mental health issues that actually exist. So why do we need to raise awareness around mental health, and what's the importance of this? Let me break this down to you by pointing out 2 important facts. A study conducted by Hannah Ritchie and Max Rosa, as per the Ourworldindata website, showed that an estimated 792 million people in 2017 lived with a mental health disorder. This is just slightly over 10% of the global population, or 1 in 10 people. The same website estimated that approximately 800,000 people every single year die from committing suicide. Look, these are only 2 of the various statistics out there, and I'll tell you very honestly, it's upsetting to read them, it's upsetting to include them in the video as well, but the fact is we have to be real with ourselves. This is a problem. Mental health issues are a problem, and we need to raise awareness so we can find ways in which we can deal with it appropriately. So this brings me to the most important part of the video. How can we raise awareness on mental health? There are 3 things that spring to mind when I think about how we can raise awareness around mental health issues. The first one being, do your own research. Just go online, have a read about the issues that are prevalent in the community around you or in the country. Research about what mental health issues are and what are the ones that are really taking over our world and causing problems. Understand it. Make sure you delve into it and understand it so we can help spread that awareness. Point number 2, engage in discussions and spread the word. Whether it's at a mental health forum or with your friends, your family, or your colleagues, make sure you start engaging in conversations that actually make people aware of what's going on in the communities around us, how much mental health is actually affecting a lot of people in our societies. This also helps remove the stigma associated to mental health issues. In fact, a lot of people don't want to talk about the issues that they're facing due to the stigma associated with mental health problems. Also, by spreading the word and making people more aware, this increases the chance for early intervention for people who might be going through a tough time. The third point is be kind to everyone. You don't know what challenges and battles that they're facing on a day-to-day basis. And by being kind, you're indirectly raising awareness for that person, because that person might then want to come and talk to you about something that they might be going through, or they may want to go talk to someone else about what they're going through. So there you have it, guys. I've defined what mental health is and talked about the mental health continuum. I've said why it's so important for us to raise awareness around mental health, and I've also talked about some ways in which we can raise awareness. Just before I finish off, I just want to say, if any of you are going through any mental health issues or problems of your own, please make sure you are doing something about it. And whether that's talking to a helpline professional or talking to a friend or a family member, make sure you are doing something about it, because I know for sure it's not an easy thing to go through and it's really difficult. Just know that you are supported by a community, and make sure you are doing something about it. One more thing, if you know someone who's going through a tough time and want to help that person out, I'll leave a link down below which gives you helpful tips as to how to deal with that situation. And that brings me to the end of this video, guys. Make sure you spread the message and raise awareness around the mental health issues that people are facing on a day-to-day basis. Thanks, guys.